Y'all remember Twisted Sister, right? Yeah, they had a couple of big hits in like the, mid to late 80s, like I Wanna Rock with a cock between my ass cheeks, and We're Not Gonna Take It Unless It's on the Chin with something smacking and smelling of onions. Yeah, Dee Snider is a total fucking cuck unless you haven't been caught up on the situation. The dude has a total and complete infection of TDS that is just unfucking shakeable. And when it comes to mask mandates and the response to the coof and forced vaccination, this motherfucker takes the cake of just being one of the most absolute boomers. And this isn't going to be a takedown to Dee Snider. He's already been taken down by much more eloquent speakers with a much larger audience than me, and I'd just be doing a second-rate knockoff. But yeah, he takes a hard stance on this one. Rocker Dee Snider to unvaccinated fans: fuck you, man. Don't have a right to infect me. You've got the double jab. What the fuck are you afraid of? Huh? And you're playing to a fucking group of people who are normally socially distanced, not because of any of the mandates that whatever incarnation of Twisted Sister were on. It's because you couldn't even sell out a fucking PTA meeting. But dude, it's crazy. All of these fucking cult of the vaccine type people, they're also worried about oh, the uninfected, the unvaccinated, they're gonna infect me. Yeah, but vaccines are safe and secure. I've been reaffirmed by everybody out there. What the fuck are you afraid of? You don't have the right to infect me. Really, motherfucker? You don't have the right to infect my ears with another one of these shitty fucking Christmas albums you keep cranking out. Twisted Sister rocker. Oh, he's referring to the chair that he sits in on his front porch. Dee Snider didn't want unvaccinated fans attending his concert. Don't worry, it won't be that tough to find. Saying the chance of making him sick with COVID-19 represents an invasion of my privacy. Just stay at home. Sure, the 12 people that are coming to see you aren't really going to be missing out on anything. Just go ahead and throw in a copy of Stay Hungry. You'll be fine. He'll sound better anyways, and he'll actually be able to hit some of the notes. In an interview with Heavy Consequences, ooh, only the biggest outlets, the 66-year-old Dee Snider, looks every day of it, expressed his support for vaccine mandates for concerts. He also used an expletive to warn off any fans who aren't vaccinated. Let's see this. Your chance of making me sick is an invasion of my privacy. But he wants to make sure that everybody's got the jab, and that somehow is... Oh, okay, cool, I get it. Yeah, oh, so fuck you. Oh my god. If you don't like it, find your own band. Don't worry, plenty of people have. Ted Nugent is out there somewhere. Yeah, actually, you know, it's still cranking out decent music, and he has bigger hits than anything that your fucking little shitty 80s hair band act fucking put out. I love me some 80s hair metal. Okay, you take a look at my fucking catalog of records out there. I got Tesla, I got Night Ranger, I got the big ones, like I got all of the Accept stuff. I got, Cheap Trick. I got it all. I don't have a Twisted Sister album because, yeah, I can do without 2 fucking songs that have made, rock radio what it is today. Just the same 6 fucking songs in rotation over and over again. But Ted Nugent, you're gonna put up fucking I Wanna Rock against Stranglehold? Yeah, you're gonna lose that every fucking time, dumbass. Kid Rock is welcoming you. Again, like, he's actually popular, but okay, weird jab. You don't have the right to infect me. Says a guy who used to dress up, and still dresses up in drag and probably did more barebacking than a rodeo. But you don't have the right to infect me with something that he's been fully vaccinated from. Okay, cool. The rocker didn't mention specifically that people who continue to be the most hesitant to get the COVID-19 vaccine. He just made his inference because he always has these fucking low IQ takes. According to an August 4 report and Kaiser Family Foundation, are black and Hispanic people who just love Twisted Sister, right? Yeah, okay, cool. In New York City, for instance, just 31% of black people have been vaccinated. Bloomberg News recently reported that some heavily non-white areas of New York City have lower vaccination rates than Mississippi. Snider revealed last month that he tested positive for COVID-19 even though he was fully vaccinated. Round of applause for the vaccine, or for the virus that just won't quit. His breakthrough infection resulted in minor symptoms, which were gone in 3 days. The rocker tweeted in July, for all of those who read, I got COVID. I'm fully vaccinated, so my symptoms were minor. Advil and Sudafed totally managed them. Oh my god, is he giving out medical information? Oh my god, is he a doctor? Does he have a PhD? Judging by the bulge in those pants, it looks like a PSD, but hey... Now we're just getting petty. Let's go on to somebody who's like an actual certifiable rock legend, like Eric Clapton. Okay, it's weird, right? You have two polar opposite takes when it comes to this stuff. On one hand, you have the authoritarian class that has, you know, a vast majority of the creative types out there. So you got, what, Dee Snider, you got Lady Gaga, you got a bunch of mumble rappers that I don't even know the name of, but yeah, no, they make up a vast majority of the people that keep telling you to get the fucking jab. And then on the other side, you have somebody who's a certifiable Hall of Famer multiple fucking times over, in Eric Clapton. Like, again, I'm not taking advice from either of these guys. I'm just saying the guy who has fucking multiple platinum records under his belt and isn't a one-hit wonder, it's nice to know that he's on the right side. Eric Clapton rails against authoritarianism, or authoritarians, crushing liberty in Anthem. This has got to stop. Remember when music used to say something and wasn't always about just popping bottles in the club and fucking hoes, and, you know, it used to actually have deep meaning, and there actually used to be protest songs, and those songs were actually fucking catchy, not like Mick Jagger and, as much as I love the Stones, Mick Jagger and Dave Grohl put out a End of the Pandemic song, which is one of the, if you ever want to experience a full body cringe, just look that up, because it's about 3 minutes of what it feels like to manifest yourself as human diarrhea. It's shockingly bad. And I love Mick Jagger, and the Foo Fighters are decent for the radio rock horseshit that they are. But Clapton's been pretty based on all of these topics since the beginning of the pandemic, when every sort of liberty encroaching authoritarian was out there. He was one of the guys who was actually out there speaking up against it, or speaking out against this kind of stuff. Rock legend Eric Clapton has released new pro-freedom single in which he rails against authoritarians who crush individual liberties. This Has Gotta Stop, which the singer dropped Friday, features the refrain, "This has gotta stop, enough is enough, I can't take this BS any longer." A little on the nose. Obviously, I would love to play a snippet of this for you, but feel free to watch it in your own free time, because I don't need this taken down. Copyright's a bitch on YouTube. Clapton also released a music video for the single that features animated images of people being controlled like marionettes. Other sequences shows crowd of people addicted to smartphones and protesters demonstrating for freedom. It sounds like real boomer takes, but you know what? I'm saying something there. Really saying something here. The song is mostly devoid of political references, referring to stay as general as possible. And one exception he references is a reference to Jam for Freedom, the British anti-lockdown group that Clapton has supported. Clapton has publicly opposed shutdowns and expressed skepticism of COVID-19 vaccines after experienced what he described as debilitating side effects from the AstraZeneca shots. Yeah, we've heard a lot of those stories now, haven't we? In a new single, he seems to reference his bad experience by singing, "I knew that that something was going on wrong. When he started laying down the law, I can't move my hands, I break out in sweat, I want to cry, I can't take it anymore." The video and the song come as protests against COVID-19 lockdowns and restrictions break out across the world. Yeah, we could show you more about the French lockdowns that are out there that are being attended in full force. There's thousands and thousands of people out there in the streets, but maybe this is just a little pessimistic of me, but yeah, there's a lot of people that support this kind of stuff. Like it shows right here in Amsterdam in the Netherlands. They're all about freedom, okay? You got huge protests that happen weekly in London as well. But are they going anywhere? Are they really enacting any change? These vaccine passports are still happening. None of these governments have relinquished any of their powers that's out there. Maybe I'm being a little bit of a downer, but I'm seeing the support from the people that are out there, but nobody's paying attention to them. They're barely getting covered by any of the mainstream outlets, mostly because they have a narrative to push and showing that there's a huge support for the people to be opposed to what they're selling. I can tell you what, just looking back through history, this doesn't end well. It really doesn't end well. Let's wrap this one up. Most of the video promotes pro-freedom themes. Some scenes call attention to severe weather events and the wildfires to ocean pollution. In one sequence in the animated music video, people are shown dangling from strings connected to the hands of what appears to be an all-powerful authority figure. Oh my god, it's the globalists. In another scene, a solitary figure is being manipulated by strings attached to his arms, who by the end of the video falls up the stairs to a plane. I don't know what he's referencing. This isn't the first time Eric Clapton has used music to air his views over the loss of freedoms during the coronavirus pandemic. As Breitbart News reported, Clapton teamed up with Van Morrison, yeah, that's which one I remember, last year to release a single, Stand and Deliver, which criticized government-imposed lockdowns. He's been pretty based on this stuff, okay? And Van Morrison too, like, come on, these are actual legitimate fucking legends and not also ran sellouts. I know what side I'm on. I know what side I've been on for a long time. It's just nice to know that there is at least credible support out there. See where it goes from here, man. I don't know. I really don't know how this shit ends. And I don't normally like to end on such an opaque take, but so it is sometimes, I guess. But hey, if you're down by the end of this video, just go back to the start where we shit on Dee Snider for like 5 fucking minutes. That was fun. I thank you all very much for the gift of your time. I've been Don Consuelo. I want you to follow your gut and get after it. Take care, everyone.